Hey guys, what's going on? It's been probably about a week and a half or something since I made a video. That's because my eyesight camera kind of crapped out for a little bit, and I just got it fixed. So I'm gonna be posting two videos today to kind of catch up from where I left off and to tell you guys some about some exciting stuff that happened to me over the past week and some. But I think the last thing I said I'd leave off with in my last video was just talking about what I kind of feel about being transgendered and whatnot. And like I had said before, like it's kind of a pretty shitty thing to go through because nobody asked for it. Um, I imagine it just doesn't affect you. It affects other people. It affects the friends you have and your family members for sure. And some parents are pretty supportive of it and some aren't. And I'm very fortunate to come from a very supportive family, and my friends have been great. But I couldn't imagine, not having that support system. But overall, no matter what your support status is, being transgendered, I think, makes you a very, very strong person. I think it opens your mind to a lot of things, and just in general, the era we live in, there's no excuse to be ignorant. You know what I mean? And it's a shame that being transgendered. I just got a new email. Being transgendered isn't really out there enough, and there is a lot of ignorance to it. And it's unfortunate, but we're just like anybody else. We have values and morals. Sometimes even just going through a transition, you tend to become a better person than somebody who just, well, I wouldn't want to say a better person than anybody else, but like you already put yourself through a lot, so I think it opens your eyes to not take anything for granted, because everybody has issues and people have hard lives and whatever, but just on a day-to-day basis, we go through a lot more than anybody who can just throw on a shirt and a pair of jeans and walk out the door, And so I think people deal with it in several different ways. And I've been watching a couple guys' videos who they're actually pretty open about it. And they're pro-transgender. And I wouldn't say I'm against it. I mean, like, I'll support anybody, It's an important thing to know that if you're going through it, you're okay. You're not fucked up, Like, it happens to a lot of people. But I'm not open about it in my life. I don't go around preaching about it. I don't think that's my place to do it. And I just go about my life like anybody else, Like, I don't live to be transgendered. I live to be myself, and it just happens to be something else I deal with. And, I don't know anybody personally who is transgendered other than myself. So seeing a lot of these guys on YouTube has been kind of a cool thing, to know that you're not really alone in all of this, and seeing the way other people deal with it and the diversity within the community itself. I kind of lost my track of thought here, but I do support anybody who goes through it because it takes balls. I mean, big time. To get up every morning, and there's days when I personally refuse to go out of the house without my binder on. It wasn't like, oh, I'll do it today. It's like, no, can't do it. It's all loose and saggy. I won't wear it, or whatever. And personally, I don't. This is really controversial, but personally, I don't use binders anymore. I use duct tape, and I don't want to hear anybody saying, "Oh, that's really bad for you." I've been doing it for years. I know the concerns, and I do it in a way where I don't get scars and I don't get swollen, and it works for me. So I don't recommend it though. That's one thing. Unless I've been doing it for such a long time, I know I've been through the ups and downs of it, and I know how to do it properly now. But I don't recommend using duct tape because when you do it wrong, it hurts like a bitch. I'm not sure if I can say bitch on YouTube, but whatever. And anyway, so, so I don't remember what I was talking about. It's just, we get up and we do things differently, and I just watched a dude's video who was talking about tranny chasers, and I think his name's Caleb, and he hit it kind of right on the spot. He was ranting about how he didn't like tranny chasers and people who were sexually attracted to people who were transgendered, and although I've never met one or been in a situation like that myself, it would piss me right the hell off. Because the concept of being transgendered is disassociating yourself from your body. You feel like you're in the wrong body, and for somebody to walk into your life and mess with that body in a really unappropriate manner in the way you don't want it to be touched is highly, highly offensive in my opinion. I would freak right the fuck out. And it just, we aren't dudes with pussies, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want it, I admire pussy, just not on me, it's not, you know what I mean? You guys know. I hope you know, otherwise you don't know. And then if you don't know, then I gotta tell you, and I don't know how to tell you, because I know, but I don't know how to put it in words, Anyway, so what I think about being transgender is I think, it makes you grow physically as a person, physically, mentally. You discover a lot of courage about yourself, and it kind of, it really makes you stronger than you thought you could be, which is cool. And one thing I also think is really great, as far as pros to being transgendered goes, is you can teach people a thing or two. My family has grown immensely. My mom says, she's thankful. She wishes she could do anything she could, to make me feel wholer, complete, whatever. But at the same time, if I hadn't done this, I think she would have been a little bit more closed-minded than she is now. And for the friends and the family that accept you, I think they grow immensely from it. And it's really cool to see. You kind of have somewhat of a positive impact in people's lives, and expanding their mind and diversity to what life can be is really cool in my opinion. Anyway, so I've lost my track a couple times, and I'm rambling quite a bit. But I've got a lot of exciting stuff to show you guys in my next video, so stay tuned.